मिठास वो है जो दिल को छू जाए, मिठास वो है जो दूरियां मिटा जाए। मिठास है जहां जुबां से ज्यादा जहन का एतबार है। मिठास तो एक एहसास है, जिंदगी का एक साज है। मिठास तो एक एहसास है।
Hello friends, I'm Dr. Rajiv Kovil. I'm a practicing diabetologist for the past 2 decades. During the pandemic, we have realized the importance of blood sugar control. And controlling blood sugar is doing simple things right. You need to eat right, you need to sleep right, you need to exercise right. But somehow doing the simple things are often very, very difficult. I advise my patients all these things, and one of the most classic oxymoron that I tell my patients is quit sugar but get the mithas back into your life.
What is mithas? Is mithas all about taste? Not really. Mithas is a feeling. It's an expression. It's one's passion. And most importantly, it's about all your senses, not just taste.
Mithas for me is something that one can feel, one can sense, one can see, one can smell, one can touch. That is mithas in one's life. Everyone needs to uncover this mithas in his or her life. It's very important for, I would say, just living. And most important thing is that what is the source of mithas in my life? I'm yet to discover that mithas in my life. But what I've done is that I've been able to get stories from my patients and realize that they have been able to quit sugar but have got mithas in their life. And today I'm going to take you on this journey of 3 of my patients who have quit sugar and still have a lot of mithas in their lives, and they're feeling mithas in a lot of other people's lives.
बाबू मुशाई, जिंदगी बड़ी होनी चाहिए, लंबी नहीं. Our first story is that of Mr. Duseja, a young soul and a die-hard fan of Bollywood superstar Rajesh Khanna.
I've known Mr. Duseja for more than 20 years. Mr. Duseja has always met me every 3 months for the last 20 years with a smile on his face. He's lived well with diabetes. I would say that he's fought well with diabetes. And his co-partner and his co-fighter with him has always been his wife, Mrs. Jyoti Duseja. I think 3 to 4 years back, he entered with his face in gloom, face sadness. Then I asked him what happened. And he said that he lost his wife, Jyoti Duseja, a week back. And that's the time I realized the connect they had. His sugars had gone up then. Then I realized that for the last 20 years, she was his inspiration. She was leading him to a better life. She was leading him to a good control. She was leading him to a good metabolic health status. And when she went, his sugars went down.
I would like to say that after I lost my wife, for a few months I was really devastated. I was in a state of confusion. There was a vacuum in my life. I had actually gone into a state of depression. Jyoti was a real source of inspiration to me, a source of so much of comfort and so much of understanding from her that it really made me so happy all the time. She used to make me feel happy, and that was the real reason my sugars were under control, not by taking insulin or tablets. Of course, I was under the guidance of Dr. Kovil. He used to give me the best of medicines which kept my sugar levels under control. But the reason for my control of sugar was the happiness which I received from her, the cooperation which I received from her throughout her life.
जिंदगी तो बेवफा है, एक दिन टुकराएगी. मौत महबूबा है, अपने साथ लेकर जाएगी. मर के जीने की अदा जो दुनिया को सिखाएगा, वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर जाने मन कहलाएगा.
In the meantime, mystically music entered into my life. I don't know how. How it came, I also don't know. One fine day, I was invited to my friend's birthday party, and there one gentleman, he gave me a mic in my hand and he said, "Okay, Mr. Duseja, start. I'm opening the karaoke track, you start singing." I said, "My God, whom are you giving the mic? I have never even sang in my bathroom, forget about singing in front of all these people, I will not be." He's saying, "Come on, go ahead, mistake to mistake, yaar, chalta hai, tu ga na, main bolta hu na, tu acha gaega." And the first song which I sang was "Baar Baar Dekho, Hazar Baar Dekho," Mohammed Rafi. बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो, ये देखने की चीज है, हमारा दिल रुबा ताले हो. This is how and then I never knew that I could sing so well on karaoke tracks. And then that is a time when the music came into my life mystically, and that music has really given me so much of happiness, added happiness, that now I know why music has come to me with a meaning. I am also not only singing, I am performing on stage now. I'm getting stage shows. In December I did three stage shows. In January I am going to do 3 stage shows.
So from a bathroom singer in 2017,
not even a
bathroom singer, to a professional singer in 2021 December.
Yes.
That's a huge transfer.
दुनिया में ऐसे प्राणी भी हैं जो इतने भूखे हैं कि भगवान उन्हें रोटी के रूप में ही नजर आते हैं. Our next story is that of Mrs. Anjali Chowdhary, an elderly lady who's living for a family that comprises of dogs and cats and 2 biological children, Hema and Abhijit.
So my story is about Anjali Chowdhary. She has been a patient with type 2 diabetes for I think 24 years, comes to me for almost 2 decades now. Very compliant patient, takes good care of herself, has been under very good control, does a 3 monthly follow up, HbA1c is usually under control. She saw me during the first lockdown, and for some reason her HbA1c was very high. When I inquired with her, I was shocked to know the story. The story is that the stress of not feeding her kids had made her sugars go up. When I further inquired and I dived deep into her story, I realized that the passion for Anjali Chowdhary is to feed 1500 stray dogs in the city of Mumbai. She cooks all through the night, and in the morning she takes her van and feeds stray dogs across the city of Mumbai. And because of the first lockdown, she couldn't move out of home. That stress had made her sugar go up. That's when I realized there's a lot of Meethas in people's life. There's a lot of passion. They pursue their passion, and they have quit sugar and found Meethas in feeding stray dogs, and that's what is giving her joy in her life. And that's the story of Anjali Chowdhary.
खुद भूखा रहकर किसी बेजुबान को खिलाकर तो देखिए. इंसानियत का फर्ज निभाकर मिठास का एहसास कीजिए.
मेरा बच्चा, कुत्ता, बिल्ली सब मेरा जिंदगी का लक्ष्य है. उनका बगैर मैं नहीं जी सकती हूँ. मैं खुद जाती हूँ. मैं अपना तबीयत का मेरा को कुछ मायने नहीं रखता. मेरा बच्चे लोग मायने रखता मेरा ज़िंदगी में. बिल्ली तो 18-20 है अभी फ़िलहाल.
और कुत्ते बच्चे कितने हैं?
कुत्ते अभी तो गिना नहीं, वो भी 15-16 तो होगा ही.
और मडाईलैंड पे?
मडाईलैंड में कम से कम 35-40 होगा.
और कितने कुत्तों को रास्ते में खाना खिलाते आप?
वो तो अनगिनती है. बिल्ली, डॉगी सब मेरा जान है. इसका आगे मेरा ज़िंदगी में कुछ नहीं। इन लोगों को छोड़ के मेरा कोई चीज़ नहीं, मैं दिल से मैं बोलती हूँ।
Dance is the hidden language of the soul, of the body. Our last story is that of Rohan Dahima, a young boy living with type 1 diabetes.
Alright, firstly, I'm so glad, Doctor, that you're here with me. And before we begin any of it, I would like to show you something or take you through what I'm feeling right now. And you will have to interpret what I'm going to show you.
Huh? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So here it goes, yeah?
No way. Whatever you did was good, but I have no idea what you did.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what that meant, okay? So with this docudrama, I get the opportunity to inspire everyone living with type 1 diabetes to follow their passion and to bring their Meethas back into life.
Fantastic, Rohan. Fantastic. You know, so for the viewers, let me just tell you what Rohan is all about. Rohan is 29 today, Rohan. He came to me at the age of 11, so 18 years back, with asthma and type 1 diabetes. His parents, who now have become friends of mine, both Avinash and Bhavna, let him follow his dreams. Let him follow his passion. So this boy from a small 11-year-old is built up into this strong 29-year-old living his passion. His passion is dance. And today is one of the best dancers I have seen. I want you all to hear the story from Rohan. Rohan, tell them your story.
Absolutely. So I got diagnosed with diabetes at an age where I was really, that was the age where I had to indulge in sweets and all of that, you know, cakes and etc. What was challenging for me was to tell it to my friends that what this is all about, since I was very young to even know what happened to me. Thereafter, I started to just find out a little bit more, as a kid would do. And there came a point where my driver's cousin, I got introduced to him, and what I got to know that he was a dancer. So he taught at a class nearby my house, and that was my entry into the whole dance field. In the first few years, I got introduced to jazz and tap dance to start off with, and that became my journey from so on. Yeah.
And then you went abroad, learned dancing. Today you teach dancing to so many people. And you have found joy, happiness, fulfillment in dance. And both your parents have let you chase that passion. You know, it's a Meethas moment for you and a Meethas moment for them. They have not held you back. They said, live your life, my dear.
Absolutely true. So in 2016, I got a chance to go to the US and perform for the Gregory Hancock Dance Theatre. I was invited there, and we got a chance to share the stage as well, you know, with his troupe. So that was a wow moment for me, a really big one. I remember on my 21st birthday, I've also jumped the world's highest bungee jump, and that was the biggest birthday gift of my life. It remains till now. It was thrilling, it was exciting, adrenaline filled, and I don't think I ever forget that, being a diabetic. I think that helps me to inspire a lot of type 1 in this world.
I think your story is very typical. Your title should be Dar ke aage jeet hai.
Dar ke aage jeet hai. Absolutely, guys.
On his 21st birthday, Rohan Dahima went to Macau and he experienced the world's highest bungee jump. That's the time he experienced the joy of living life on the edge. And on his trip back home, he decided to pursue dance as his full-time profession.